Hi guys, it's me, Miss Mary. I'm gonna turn you around because I am driving, but I just wanted you to see my face and I just wanted to say hi and thank you for all of my new subscribers and thank you for all of you guys who watch my videos and everything. But I'm gonna turn you around so that I can pay close attention to the road. But I just wanted to chit chat with you on my way home. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be doing a little bit of a series, I guess I could call it that. I think I've told you guys that I have, that's why I call the channel Doing Life with Miss Mary, because I have so many facets in my life. I mean, I'm 67 years old, so I lived a little while and I've done a lot of things. One part of it is my husband and I are real estate investors. We've had up to 10 doors at one time. And now we're starting to unload some of our properties. We have unloaded some before. But anyway, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to show you the raw and real. And the reason why I wanted to talk to you guys was I wanted to let you know that I'm going to show you, we can talk about the money later, but right now I just want to show you what's it like to own property and to have it. This particular property that I'm going to show you guys, I've had it for 16 years. So I've had it a long time. And the tenant, let me just say this first before anybody come for her or say anything. Number one, she was a smoker. And after about 2 years, when my husband and I realized that she was a smoker, we did not ask her to move out. We could have asked her to move out, but we did not ask her to move out. Now, she was a Section 8 lady, but at the same time, also too, she stayed there for 16 years. Never late on her rent. One time she called because her sister had passed and she needed to help with the funeral and asked my permission to be late for the rent. Asked me, could I give her 2 weeks? And I, of course, I gave her the 2 weeks so that she could go bury her sister and be late for the rent. So the thing that you have to remember in this business is it's a trade-off. You know what I'm saying? It's a trade-off. No matter who lives in your property, it's always a trade-off. I had a friend who had that, this was like 20 plus years ago. Her property was over $500,000 at that time. So I don't know how much it's worth right now, but she had professional people living in her house and they trashed it to the point that she had to take them to court and everything. So I think a lot of this is based on your upbringing and how you like to keep your house, how you like to keep your surroundings. What do you like to do? You know, some people are, you know, I don't know, maybe they're going through depression. We don't know what people are going through. The reason why some people are comfortable living in areas that are not the cleanest, you know, and that's just how they live, you know, and it doesn't seem to bother them. So anyway, number one, we never replaced the carpet. She stayed there for 16 years. It was the original carpet. Everything was original. Now, even in the midst of me showing you how bad everything was as far as dirty, I hate to use the word filthy because I like her, you know what I mean? There was never no holes in the wall. The bathroom wasn't tore up. Nothing was torn up. It was just a lack of housekeeping, like the ceiling fan never being cleaned, like the walls with the soot and whatever that comes, that nicotine, that's what it is, nicotine on the walls. I mean, I'm going to take my phone and my tripod and just let you guys see, because I want you to really understand when you say, oh, I want to be a realtor, I want to be an investor, I want to, you know, just get that mailbox money, as everybody call it. But there's a lot that goes in getting mailbox money. You know what I'm saying? For me, I managed We've always managed our properties. My children are investors as well. We've always managed our apartment, our properties. We've never had a property manager because we're boots on the ground. I want to be involved. I want to know. Another thing is when me and my husband went into this business, I went into it with the mindset that I wanted to help single moms on Section 8 because I was one of those single moms on Section 8. So I know what that was like. I remember when I got divorced and I relocated and I had the hardest time finding somebody who would accept me because I was about to lose my voucher. So the minute God put me in a position that we owned property and I had a choice, we did rent also to people who were working too, but I did open it up to Section 8 people. And so I was one of those Section 8 people. And I can show you my house. You can come knock on don't come knock on my door, but anybody can knock on my door. My kids will tell you I thrive in cleanliness. That's how mentally I'm wired. When things are not together, it bothers me. It disturbs my mental. It disturbs my peace. It disturbs every fiber of my being. When there's dishes in the sink and things are out of order, it bothers me. But don't forget, I came from a background where things were always chaos. Being screamed at, being yelled, and then marrying into an abusive relationship. So for me, I like order. I like calmness. I like when I walk in my house, I can breathe. I can relax. So I'm going to show you, but I don't want this to turn into, oh my gosh, she was so filthy. Granted, it was a hot mess. I'm not making excuses for that. I'm not trying to cover that up. It was a hot mess. But at the same time, we had a choice too. We could have, 3 years, 4 years in, we could have asked her to move. But because she paid her rent and because we built a relationship with this person, my husband had to finally speak to me about it. And he says, Mary, everybody's level of cleanliness is not on your level. Do you think that everybody who lives in these apartments, that all of their homes are nice and clean? Do you think everybody's house is clean? No, it's not. So he said, as long as they're not destroying the property and we're not having a problem with rodents and they're not punching holes in the walls and they're not, destroying the property, people's level of cleanliness, I cannot control. So that helped me a lot to know that I cannot control how people live. But we ended on a good note, and believe it or not, I know some of you guys are probably going to scream when I tell you this, but I actually gave her deposit back. Yeah, I did. I gave her her full deposit back because she took care of everything. You know what I mean? She got everything out the house, which is what I asked her to do. I was already geared up, already prepared, because this particular person was buying a house on Section 8. So I was already geared up and prepared for her to move. And I've already wrapped my mind around the cleanup and what's it going to take. I have my contractor, but myself, I'm going to clean those walls myself. I'm not even asking my contractor to do it because they're just that bad. And I don't want to have to buy extra paint because they didn't clean the walls properly. So I'd rather go in with the elbow grease, make the sacrifice, clean it myself, knowing that it's clean. And granted, guys, it's a bungalow. It's a 3-bedroom, kitchen, living room, 1.5 bathroom, and a basement. She smoked in every room of that house. Between her and her children, everybody smoked. So, except for the basement, all of it has to be washed first. The kitchen, the bathroom, the 3 bedrooms, and the living room, and the dining room. So just coming on, giving you a little chit chat about what's going on in my life. I've had quite a few deaths, and life is lifing for Miss Mary, but I'm determined to stay in the loop here. Keep going and just we're doing life, right? Okay, so just chit chatting with you guys. We'll talk, and I'll be sending videos. I just want you to see what it's like. Bye.